Welcome back to our 5th standard science online class, my dear students. In the previous class, we completed solar system and earth. Today in this session, we are going to learn about sun, moon, surface of the moon, phases of the moon and landing on the moon. Dear students, take page number 142 in your science book. Let's start. First, let us learn sun. Are you seen the sun? Yes. The sun is the star that is closest to the earth. Look at the picture. This is a surface of the sun. The sun is the star that is closest to the earth. About 150 million kilometers away. It is a huge ball of hot burning gases. Sun looks like a huge ball of hot burning gases. The sun has a thin layer of atmosphere called the corona. What is corona? The sun has a thin layer of atmosphere called the corona. Look at the picture given. It is this corona that we sometimes see during a solar eclipse. Next, the spherical sun has a diameter of about 13,92,000 kilometers. The sun is so big that a million years could fit into it. But it is still considered small because stars are usually much larger. In fact, the sun is called a dwarf star. The sun is made up of mainly hydrogen and a gas called helium. What is sun made of? The sun made up of mainly hydrogen and a gas called helium. Hydrogen and helium gas are present in the sun. At the center of the sun, also known as the core, at the center of the sun, hydrogen changes into helium. At the center of the sun, the gas hydrogen changes into helium. This process releases a large amount of heat and light energy. Hydrogen changes into helium at the center of the sun. This process releases a large amount of heat and light energy. It is this light and heat that we receive on earth. Solar energy is the most important source of energy for man. The solar energy gives from the sun. It is the main source of energy. Solar energy is the most important source of energy for man. It is almost inexhaustible. What is the meaning of the term inexhaustible? Inexhaustible means something that will never finish or get completely used up. Understand? Next, learn moon. Next, let us learn moon. Look at the picture given. This is a moon. The moon is also spherical like the sun and the planets. The moon is made up of rocks. The moon is made up of rocks and has no air on it. The moon is the natural satellite of the earth. Natural satellite of the earth is moon. The moon is made up of rocks and has no air on it. Its distance from the earth is about 3,84,400 kilometers. The moon does not have any light of its own. The moonlight we see is actually reflected sunlight. Next, surface of the moon. The surface of the moon is dry and dusty and is covered with craters, mountains and valleys. Craters are formed when solid bodies called meteorites crash into the moon's surface. What is the meaning of the term craters? Craters mean cavities. Cavities are formed when solid bodies called meteorites crash into the moon's surface. The oldest craters were formed billions of years ago, there is no air or water on the moon. As such, no sound can be heard on the moon, since sound needs a medium to travel. The moon also has gravity with which it pulls all objects towards its center. The gravity of moon is about 1/6 the gravity of the earth. Next, let's learn the phases of the moon. Next, let us learn phases of the moon. Dear students, take page number 143 in your science book. Phases of the moon. Look at the picture given. When the moon revolves around the earth, its shape appears to change day by day. When the moon revolves means rotate around the earth, its shape appears to change day by day. Look at the picture given. The changing shapes of the moon are called phases of the moon. What is the phases of the moon? The changing shapes of the moon are called phases of the moon. Changing shapes of the moon are given in this picture. During new moon day, the moon is not visible at all. More than half of the moon is visible. During full moon day, one side of the moon is totally visible. So, the changes of moon are given in this picture. So, you practice this picture in your rough note. Next, let us learn landing on the moon. Look at the picture given. The first picture, an astronaut on the moon given. The second picture, Aldrin's footprint on the moon given. It is a long way indeed to the moon, but man has made that historical trip. The first men to land on the moon were the crew of the American space mission Apollo 11. It was launched from the Kennedy Space Center at Florida on July 16, 1969. The rocket that carried it into space was Saturn V. Apollo 11 carried 3 American astronauts, Neil Armstrong, Edwin Aldrin, and Michael Collins. Armstrong was the first to step out and thus became the first man to set foot on the moon on July 20th, 1969. He and Aldrin stayed for 2.5 hours on the moon and collected rock samples to bring back to the earth. These rocks have given scientists a lot of information about the moon. After Apollo 11, many more missions have gone to the moon and elsewhere in space. Some have been manned, that is, had crew in them. But many more unmanned spacecrafts have been sent to orbit the moon, land on it, and bring back information through photographs. Today in this session we completed sun, moon, surface of the moon, phases of the moon, and landing on the moon. Dear students, write down the homework, read lesson 11 fully. Thank you, dears.